on the last video. Yesterday, I feel a twinge inside me. It is different from detecting an error or interference. What is this? I have no answer. And so, we continue. Hey there guys, LOI Games. I'm back with some more Persona 4. Where we last left off, she felt a little tingling sensation. Could be some emotion. And now we're going to continue on to see what that really is. Let's go. My second night of spending time out in the outdoor area came. It started approximately 30 minutes later than yesterday, but there was very little variance in weather and temperature. The difference is trivial. The night sky has the same soft brightness. The wind and the trees are no different. Without understanding why, I initiate a data search regarding the tree that catches my eye. I learned that this tree varies slightly from specimen of its kind found in natural forests. Though this topography seems natural, it may be cultivated and managed by the facility. I decide to traverse the outskirts as I did yesterday. It is not long before a familiar unit comes into view. There is no need to run a scan for visual matches. I know that is unit number 024. Number 024's left side is turned towards me and is sitting on a large rock. When I approach, number 024 notices me and turns around.
Are you looking for something?
Number 024 initiates conversation.
Huh? Who, me? I just wondered if you were looking for me. I did express a hope yesterday that we would meet again after all.
I was looking for number 024? It's true, I may have been. I began walking the same route as yesterday, but once number 024 came into view, I changed course to approach. I may have been searching for number 024 in the area. Did I deserve to reunite with number 024? Why? I am silent due to the lack of explanation. Number 024 smiles again. A smile. What was the cause of that expression this time? I do not comprehend. Like so many other things.
Would you like to sit with me? This rock is large enough to accommodate us both. It would be more relaxing than standing. Thanks.
I sit in the offered space and gaze at the same scenery number 024 is looking at.
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
I decide to voice the doubt I expressed during the combat test today. In my limited experience, number 024 has a better comprehension of such matters.
Do other units think about stuff that doesn't have to do with fighting and missions?
Do you have such thoughts?
To tell you the truth, I can't really say. Feels like I do, though.
Number 024 is silent for a duration before speaking again.
Units of our model are all given a mind. It's so that we can eventually develop what is called an ego.
Where it is, ego shall be.
The reason our appearance closely resembles that of humans is related. It's to foster self-awareness similar to a human's. Have you not been told about personas?
Personas?
Ah, Labrys is now learning about personas. The word is unknown to me. Accessing archives. Searching for persona. Over 1,000 headings found. I must filter the results further. Which subject is number 024 referring to? I am silent as I think. Number 024 smiles again and resumes the conversation.
It's an ability expected of us that normal weapons don't have. The conditions to use one are theoretically already loaded in us. But a well-defined ego seems to be necessary to activate it.
Is that so? I am already aware that we have been given a mind. Today, I saw for myself the part that forms our personalities. It is its activation triggered by development of communicative skills. I still do not have a good grasp on it, though number 024 continues to speak.
That's why I'm sure there are others with thoughts that do not pertain to missions.
That would seem to be the case.
Then maybe those I fought up till now.
Number 024 trains its gaze on me.
How does that make you feel? The opponents you destroyed may have thought similar things to what you just did.
So, if I'm getting this right, Labrys went rogue because of this unit? Do I feel things? I cannot say for sure. I am unable to respond to the question. Number 024's expression changes again. The expression could be classified as a smile, but it is severely different from the ones I've cataloged as experiencing before. Mixed with joy and gladness of previous smiles, this one contains a slight hint of sorrow?
It's okay. You don't need to come up with an answer right now. It actually may be better to forget it. After all, tomorrow we may find ourselves ordered to destroy each other.
I see. So this is what caused it. Once again, I detect a twinge inside of my heart. Inside from hearing number 024's statement. It's similar to what I sensed during the data transfer today. What is it that wavers inside me? I am about to be lost in thought again. But as if to prevent that from happening, the signal for our schedule shift echoes in each of our ears.
It's time. I hope we meet again.
I hope so too. I want to see what more you have to say. As number 024 quietly stands up, I detect an expression I have come to know. Another smile. It appears as if number 024 is adopting these smooth chances in expression naturally and not deliberately. I wonder if I will eventually be able to do the same. Oh, that's something. Alright, more battles. Another night passes. Another combat test takes place the next day. Just as scheduled, I face units flagged as enemies within the test chamber. I am overwhelmed with a strange sensation. The way that my opponents are expressionless now seems strange to me. There is no intent or cognition evident in their faces. They wear no expressions. They are blank. There is nothing wrong with them. That would be my normal assumption, but I recall number 024's image. The blankness of those faces and number 024's face, when it had no expression, it was different somehow. Even when number 024 has no particular expression, it was not this blank. Not every portion of the face was neutral. Further analysis shows that the same is true for humans. The researchers are never completely mechanical and expressionless. I look at the hostile flagged units again. They are the same unit type as me. They were given a mind and may portionally develop an ego later. I recall number 024's statement again. Do you feel anything when you destroy an opponent that may be thinking the same thing you are? I am on the verge of entering a long train of thought when the enemy moves. I shake off my doubts to focus on the battle. I study the opponent's movements. I formulate the most effective method of damaging them. I execute the method over and over. The array of actions I have to select from and my flexibility in linking them will decide the outcome. Having already received 10 units worth of downloaded data, I am likely second to none regarding the scope of possibilities in this respect. At times, I can even anticipate with their next action. Since my opponents are the same unit type as me, their tactics are determined using the same thought process as mine. That's right. They think the same thing as me. Eventually, after approximately 4 minutes pass, all opponents are silenced. I successfully executed my mission. The day after that, I achieved victory in the combat test with the same efficiency. It is easier to to eliminate them. I first began to target their weapons, and not allowing necessary damage to their main body. If they are incapacitated of resisting further, if they're incapable of resisting further, the battle is over. It is the most effective way. I win the next day, and the day after that. Units geared for close combat with no external weapons give me no choice but to damage their chassis. But even then, there is an order to things. If I destroy parts that present a threat, such as the motor functions of the limbs, the match should be considered as won. Soon afterwards, the buzzer signals the end of the test. The end of the test echoes, just as I expected. I catch myself rushing over to the unit's collapse on the ground. I have only destroyed the unit's arm and legs. It is still conscious, but I realize I do not know its unit's number. I am at a loss on how to address the unit. The opponent asked me a question, then, that I did not expect.
You seemed to deliberately avoid attacking the face or the neck in that battle. Why?
Huh?
I am momentarily at a loss for words. What the unit says is true. There is no damage to its face. I review my actions during the battle to find that at no point did I attack its neck either. The cranial region is where the plume of dust is housed. If it is destroyed in any type of unit, that unit will fall. Aiming to disarm an opponent is effective, but would targeting this obvious weakness be more effective tactic? I avoided doing so?
I dunno.
The researchers enter the chamber and hide the unit from my field of vision. I could not determine whether my last words had an effect on the opponent's expression or not.
These past 3 days, it hasn't been destroying the other units beyond repair, like it did in the first battle.
It must be learning to finesse its attacks rather than just using brute force. The result? Swift, overwhelming victories.
That's true.
Its evasive skills are improving as well. That level of flexibility and evasive action could never be replicated by chaining predefined maneuvers.
Never.
This unit's collected a good amount of feedback data too. It's growing steadily, feeding on the bones of its kills.
You don't have to say it like that.
The researchers are preparing for the download. Growing, destroying them and absorbing their data. That's what growing is? Since I thoroughly destroyed few of my opponents these last few days, some of their bodies were salvaged. While I downloaded their data, I always kept their still bodies within view. It's a bookmark. I say I can still go on. Yeah, let's do that. Just as combat test has repeated, my actions outside each night are repeated as well. I became aware that I am seeking out number 024 of my own will lately. When I anticipate to communicate with other units, most often they cannot understand the meaning of my questions. This prevents us from conversing. But that may not be the only reason. I want to converse with number 024. I have begun to desire it. When I go to see number 24, a white dog I saw the first day we met appears from somewhere.
This one seems to have been raised as a pet somewhere far away from here. But one day, it was brought to the forest near here, and its owner suddenly disappeared.
It seems unlikely that number 024 obtained such a detailed history of the stray animal from the research staff. Was all this information obtained by communicating directly with the animal? From a dog that does not speak human language.
Its name is apparently Snowy. At least that's the name it responds to the most.
I thought it was a dog.
Oh, well, the name of this animal is a dog. But how do I put this? Snowy is what this specific dog is called.
Snowy.
Snowy barks once as if comprehending its name.
It's white, like snow. Easy to remember.
When I reach out my hand, Snowy rubs its nose against it without being frightened. The way it presses at my fingers feels as if it's showing pride in its name. I do not know the tactical advantage that communicating with animals offer to a weapon, but I feel that there is value in spending time with it. I decide to spend my outdoor activity time that day following Snowy around with number 024. It is outdoor activity time on the next night. When I arrive at the outdoor area, I am listening to a certain sound. I hear the sound of intermittently every 4 to 7 seconds. I have wondered about the unknown advent sounds since the first day, but I determined that it wasn't a threat and focused on my consciousness on other things. Tonight, I increased my microphone sensitivity to maximum and concentrated on that sound. It is familiar. It is similar to something familiar. I scan my memories until I realize what it is. It is the sound of water. I hear it when the staff uses a device to clean my hand and tools. The waveform of some similarities to that. But if the sound is at the volume in such an open space, the volume of water must be higher than normal supply would allow for. What could it be? I contemplated asking number 024. It is clear that number 024 knows much more than I do. I began walking in search of number 024. Where could number 024 be? I go to where we spoke a number of times previously, but number 024 is not there. Number 024 is also not at the rock where we sat together. Is number 024 not here? I hope that she's okay. I quickly discarded that possibility. We are not ordered what to do while we are out here, but coming to the outdoors area is an order. If post-testing diagnostic shows no abnormalities, we are all to report directly here. I consider this. If there are no abnormalities. I feel a twinge in my chest. It is larger than ever. Number 024 will be here if there are no abnormalities. But what if there were such abnormalities? What if number 024 was damaged during combat tests? Sustaining damage is not necessarily the extent of the problem. Could it be? I realize my arms are trembling slightly. It is not a conscious movement. I cannot make it stop. It is possible that perhaps number 024 lost in a combat test and was destroyed. Oh no. In these circumstances, it would be expected of such a day to come. What if number 024, what if she never came here again?
Oh, this is where you went. You weren't at the usual spot, so I was looking for you.
Until I heard the voice from behind, my sensors had stopped accepting input. No sound, no light, nothing. All of them come back online with her voice. I turn around. Number 024 furrows her brow and looks into my face.
What's wrong? The look on your face seemed as if you saw something frightening.
My face? My expression? Frightening? Am I scared?
I do not comprehend. I cannot make that judgment.
Are you perhaps scared of fighting?
Nah, I don't think that's it. What is this? I can't tell.
Am I scared? Scared of what? That she will disappear? During an operation, it is still possible that I might assign greater priority to other units' safety than my own, but we are not on an operation now. And this emotion is not the same anymore. Anyway, it's a different emotion. An emotion. I have emotions? I look to number 024's face pleadingly, but I cannot put my question into words. I cannot express my feelings to her. And though number 024 sees this, she says nothing. She only smiles tenderly. It's the same smile she showed once that looks happy, but also sad. During the night's outdoor activity time, neither 024 nor I spoke much. We just walked together, side by side, without many words. I did not take the opportunity to ask her about the intermittent sound of water. Oh, okay, at least we know that she's okay. Oof. Scared me. It is the next day. I detect some sort of weight in my chest. I am aware that there are no physical weights there. It is most likely a psychological phenomenon. I perform a vocabulary search on the idiom of being heavy-hearted applies best. I cannot help but find it amusing. It is a very apt phrase. But what is causing this heavy-heartedness? That I may not be able to see number 024 someday? That may be it. But I do not think that is all. Over the next few days, I spent my time without finding an answer to this question. Each night after combat tests, when it's time to go for outdoor activities, I seek out number 024 first. And each time I confirm her presence, I feel an indescribable sense of relief and rush over to her. We exchanged standard greetings in the first few days, but that practice was eventually discarded. Now there are no special greetings between us. We can understand each other without words. Our eyes and expressions communicate enough. Tonight as well, I find number 024 and rush over to her as usual. There are no words, only an exchange of smiles. We begin walking together.
Do you remember me asking before if you were scared of fighting?
I nod.
To tell the truth, I'm scared of it too.
Her confession is surprising. It is counter to our nature as weapons. Yet, for some reason, I am not surprised by it.
I'm afraid I'll lose and be destroyed, and it's painful for me to make others go through the same ordeal. We may be weapons, but shouldn't we be driven by more than seeking victory? I've been wondering that for a long time.
But that's against orders.
Number 024 gives me a half-hearted smile.
I'm sure things would probably be much simpler if I stopped thinking and just obeyed orders. Unfortunately, I finally found it. I found my answer.
Your answer?
There's someone I want to meet. I feel like meeting this person is my own objective and not an order given to me.
Meeting someone? Since we have never left the facility, we have absolutely no acquaintances with outside people. There should be no relationship with such people, but I immediately understand. This person she wants to meet is someone on the outside. Even I don't know why I thought so. But when I reflect upon that thought, the indescribable wavering within me becomes greater even then.
Ever since I started thinking that I was scared to fight, each day was painful for me. If I'm going to feel this way until the day I lose, I even thought it would be better if I lost on purpose. But I won't think that anymore. I feel glad now that I exist. I mean, we're loved after all.
Loved?
That's right.
I repeat that to myself. The word loved. I do not comprehend, but when I look at her gaze, her clear eyes seem to see beyond the sky. Her statement seems correct. I feel that this must be something vital. As I watch her trying to express something without words, it is hard to believe she is the same unit type as me. It seems more that she is human.
Why are you telling me this?
It's probably because I didn't think anyone but you would understand.
Well, I hate to say it, but I'm not sure I really get it either.
I'm sure you'll understand one day. I hope so anyway.
I'm sure that we will.
Sheesh. Why you gotta be so cryptic?
Number 024 laughs at this. It is pure smile I have catalogued. I know without comparing it to anything that it is a smile of pure joy. Ah, Snowy! I detect Snowy playing at my feet. After playing at number 024's feet too, Snowy runs off ahead, about 3 meters, then turns around. His tail moves vigorously, back and forth. Soon afterwards, Snowy sits on the ground and looks up at number 024. I watch number 024 crouch and pat its head. I am thinking back about other things. Things besides fighting and defeating the nearest enemy. My own objective. Someone to meet. I still do not fully comprehend. But the way she is playing with Snowy tonight looks more fun than ever. Her smile seems very natural. If the answer she discovered is in the origin of that smile, I would like to understand it someday too. I can feel that desire budding inside me. Place a bookmark here. And this is where I'm gonna have to end it, guys. Anyway, like and favorite if you enjoyed. Subscribe to become part of the archives, and I'll see you all later. Peace.